Okay, now for number 3, we need to draw, yeah. So please prepare your millimeter block. Answer the whole of this question on a sheet of graph paper. A. Using a scale of 3 cm to represent 1 unit on the x-axis and 1 cm to represent 1 unit in the y-axis. Draw the graph of y equals to negative 3x plus 2. The interval for the x is in between negative 1 until 2. Now for this interval, I'm going to take, hold on. Alright, so this interval is going to be negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. I'm going to take this negative 1, 0, and 2, okay? Before we move on to the graph paper, I need you to make a table first. X and Y here. Because of I'm going to pick negative 1, 0, and 2. So now I need you to make this to complete all of the table, yeah. So y equals to negative 3x plus 2. This one is given by the questions. Now when your x is equals to 1, then your y here is going to be negative 3 multiplied by negative 1 plus 2. So input your x to this here, guys. So you will have negative multiplied by negative. It is going to be positive 3 plus 2. So you will have 5. Don't forget to input it to your table here. You will have 5 here. Okay, now move on to x equals to 0. So you will have negative 3 multiplied with 0 plus 2. So you will have 0 plus 2 because of negative 3 multiplied by 0, it's 0 plus 2. So you will have 2. Don't forget to input this to the table 2. Alright. Now move on to the last number, x equals to 2. Y equals to negative 3 multiplied to 2 plus 2. And then you will have negative multiply positive, you will have negative 6 plus 2. So you will have negative 4. Input it to your table. Now you will have negative 1, 5, 0, 2, 2, negative 4. Now hold on, I'm going to copy the table first. Right, now start to open your millimeter block here. Please make a x and y. Make sure you give a space, more space in the left side here, because of you have negative 1, right? Like this, you give a space. Alright, move on. We have to use the scale of 3 cm to represent 1 unit. So 3 cm to represent 1 unit in your x-axis. 3 cm, by the way, every 1 square here you have 1 centimeter, yeah. If you have a ruler, you can check it also using your ruler. So 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. So this one is going to be 1. Okay, now move on. 1, 2, 3. This one is going to be our 2. 1, 2, 3, our 3, and then 1, 2, 3, our 4. Don't forget to look at to the left side. You have negative 1, right? So the interval is going to be x is more than negative 1 but less than 2. So negative 1 here. This one is 0. Now let's move on to the y-axis. The y-axis here, you have 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit. 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit. Okay, so you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last time we have the table xy. When your x is -1, your y is 5. When your x is 0, your y is 2. When your x is 2, so your y is -4. Look at this, guys. We have -4 in your y. It means you have to make -4 here. Negative side in your y axis. -1, -2, -3, and -4. Alright, now plot the points, guys. The first point, you have -1,5, -1,5. So it means you will have this. Alright. This one. And then you have 0, 2. This is your 0 and 2 is here. So it is going to be here, yeah, your point. And then the last point is 2, -4. This is our 2. This is our -4. So it is going to be here. Now I need you to use your ruler to make a line. Like this. Okay. Alright. Here. Finish, guys, for number 2A. Now let's go back to the questions. Use your graph. Look at this, guys. Use your graph in A to find the value of y equals to x equals to 1.5, and then the value of x when y equals to 4. Okay, pay attention to this. Please go back to your graph paper. You need to make the first one bi. Hold on, I'm going to bi, find the value of y when x is equals to 1.5, and then find the value of x when the y is equals to 4. Alright, now the first one, I'm going to use the red color here. X is equals to 1.5, so you have to make sure find the 1.5. This is our 1, so 1.5 is in the middle of 1 and 2, right? Let's zoom in. Look at that. Oh, this one is our middle, miss, right? Now after you got the points of 1.5, I need you to pull the points here and make a line to your straight line. After you crossing your straight line, I need you to pull this to the y-axis. It is going to be around -2,5. So your y here, it's going to be -2.5. Okay, miss, I have questions. For example, my questions is, if my graph, I already draw it, but when I pull the lines to the y-axis, I got -2,4. Is it allowed? Yes. Maybe I'm going to give you the interval of the questions. For example, for the y here, this one is going to be -2.4, or until negative 2.6. If you give me the answer in this interval, it means you are correct, guys. But for the correct one, it's going to be negative 0.5, around this, yeah. Okay, so don't worry, I will give you the possible answer. Right now, let's move on to the BII. The BII, the given by the questions, the given information is y equals to 4. So in the y-axis, you have to take a look of your 4. Look at that. Right, I need you to pull the dots to your line, straight line, and then pull it down. So you will have your point in your x, right? Alright, this one is negative 1, so it is going to be a third, negative a third, negative 2 over third, or you will have negative 0.6, or if you want to leave it 0.7 juga, I will accept it. So your x here is going to be negative 0.6, or I will accept your x around negative 5, negative 0.5, until negative 0.7. Finished, guys. We already finished with the review questions. If you think that my explanation in this video not clear enough, please approach me to re-explain the questions. Bye. Good luck for your task.